What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Fireside Baseball channel. I'm Sam. I'm the co-host of the podcast. Listen, we're doing something a little bit different today. So this is a game that Chris and his team have been deving over the past couple of weeks, past couple of months. Messing with the ratings. It's called the 162-0. It's super similar to like an 82-0, like a basketball version. I know there's like multiple other 162-0s out there. There's football versions, stuff like that. So, however, Chris has devved this. We've been working on this. I've been helping him with the ratings. It's super addictive. And I just kind of want to get on here, show you guys, run through a couple of games, see how we do. You can come up in here and make your own account and end up on the leaderboard. You can also support us buying a coffee, doing whatever. But we'll pull up to the leaderboards right here, and there are some ridiculous squads that you can hop up in here and make. Obviously, Chris is the head dev on this, so he's gone 123 and 39, but it's a ridiculous thing. We got a guy up in here, Ben V3, huge supporter of the channel, huge supporter of Fireside Yankees. That's won 71 championships. It's unbelievable. I need to get my numbers up at this point in time. But the thing about this game, guys, is it's unbelievably difficult. To consistently win rings in this thing is crazy. There's some crazy Easter eggs in here if you select like certain players together. One, for example, that I know off the top of my head is if you select Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Vladimir Guerrero Sr. on the same team, they get like a ratings boost in their selected team. One that actually my dad sent to me this morning is there's one for, it's Mike Piazza and Roger Clemens. Mike Piazza and Roger Clemens, I think both go up to a 98 because of the thrown bat incident in the World Series in 2000, which is crazy. So let's get into it, man. We're going to run through a couple of games real quick. I just kind of want to show you guys like what this is. The mode that it's meant to be played on is on ball knower and on ranked. So when you do practice versus ranked, practice gives you the full ratings of all the players. Ball knower is, I think it's 1970s or 1980s up. It's 1980s and up to present day. And the ranked mode hides all of the ratings. So this is the mode that it's meant to be played on. This is the one that I played all the time. So let's run through it. So you obviously get your spins, and then you get 4 different respins. So you get the exact same year. You can respin onto a different team in this specific era. You get your division spin, which gives you just a brand new team. You can era spin, which means that you stay on the exact same team, but like your era changes. And then a full spin again is just you get whole new results, whole new team, whole new division, whatever. So this game is unbelievably difficult. The way that I like to roll through this game specifically is I don't like to waste my spins until the end. So right now I'm on 2000s Milwaukee Brewers. I think CC Sabathia was like the greatest, but I'll tell you guys, I know this for a fact that he's like only an 88 in this game because he was only there for so long. So I think I'm going to go with Prince Fielder to be my first baseman. Next spin. 2000s Tigers, I think it's gotta be Miguel Cabrera, right? I already burnt my first base spin, so it's kind of tough going Miggy here. I think I'm gonna go JV. I know that JV has multiple cards in here that are like ridiculously rated, so I'm just gonna roll with that one. Now this San Diego is actually one that I will burn my era spin on because 2010 San Diego doesn't have a ton of great players. However, if you go 80s, 90s, you get Tony Gwynn and Trevor Hoffman's up in there too. And if you get 2020s, you get like the Tatis Machado Soto spins. So I'm going to burn my air spin here. 1980s. So like I'm going to go here. I'm going to take Tony Gwynn. I know Tony Gwynn's really high rated. Arizona 2010. So this is another one that I would love to waste an air spin on. However, I'm going to take Paul Goldschmidt as my DH because I know that his rating is ridiculous. 1980s Tigers is definitely a weird spin. I don't think there's anybody that's great up in here, so I'm just going to use my full spin again. Houston 2000s is weird. I would like to take Bagwell here, but obviously I cannot take Bagwell here. Biggio in this era, I think is only like an 80. I think in the 90s, he's like a 90. So like that's the one that you usually want to take here, but I'm not going to go there. I think I'm going to go with Berkman and just fill him out in the outfield. Really bad defender in the outfield, though, by the way. Horrible spin. This spin blows. So we're going to division spin this 100%. And then I'll take, I think Chapman's got to be the optimal selection here. St. Louis, 1980s. So I already used my, I thought, no, okay. So I'm going to use my shortstop here. We're going to go Ozzie Smith. we got San Diego's 80s, and then we got San Diego 90s. I don't love this spin particularly. I think I'm just going to take my manager spin here because there are manager ratings in this game as well, guys, and they're all just kind of weird. I don't personally know how much the manager rating actually affects you in-game, but I know that there are managers that can put you over the top. So 2000s Angels, incredible spin. You get Vladdy, which is sick. And then Phillies 20. I mean, this sucks, right? Like, I'm not taking it. Like, they both blow. Like, they're horrible. So I'm going to team spin here, even though we have 2 rounds left. This is a weird one because I don't know what Austin Riley would be rated. I feel like Albies is probably the safe pick here. Austin Riley's fell off cliff. Okay, thank God I didn't take Austin Riley. We get George Brett. I don't think it's great. Okay, so we end up with 105 wins. We did not win a World Series. So when you win a World Series, the big like yellow thing pops up. You're World Series champions, like whatever. So win 105 games. So you show month by month. It shows you how many like games you guys won, like whatever. So this team in particular got to the World Series and lost in 6, which is absolutely BS. And then you go down here. This is where all of the ratings are. So. And then here it shows where you like on the bottom, it shows like where you misstepped, where you could have drafted better players. I think we did pretty good here. I think this is a pretty decent team. You can also then save this card. It pops up like this is like a big thing that you could share with your friends on Twitter. That's something that I'm going to start doing at some point in time just to expose more people to the game. And then you can also share it to your feed. So there is a friend system on this game where you take it. I think you just send your card to this like feed and it essentially just like scrolls down. So you like have your own specific username or like whatever. If you guys are interested in that, I will show you how to do it at the end of the game and you can just drop it in the comment section or roll from there. I would love to add you guys in this thing because I play this game all the time. It's addicting as hell. So we're going to run again. I think I'll do 3 for you guys. So, okay, so this spin sucks, I think. This spin sucks. Man, you know what? I think he just added Evan Longoria into the third base category for the 2000s. So I'm going to select him there, see what it is. Got to be Bob. For sure. You can roll through these games too, like unbelievably quick. Like, it's ridiculous how fast you can roll through these things. Okay, so I'm actually going to take Trevor Hoffman here, take my reliever early. I do feel like pitching is super, super, super important in this. None of these players are really great. I'm going to gamble here and use my full spin again. Okay, thank God I did that. You get Barry Bonds. He's a 99. Kirby Puckett's really good in this game. I think he's like an 89. Cal Ripken Jr., 90s. So my beef with 90s Cal Ripken Jr. is if you look at 90s Cal Ripken Jr., he put up like a 12-WAR season in 1990. After that, for the rest of the decade, he was horrible. However, in this game, he is a 90 in the 1990s. So he's got a buff in the 80s. So that's like kind of where it gets weird. So here, you have to take JV, right? JV's got to be the pick. I really like this team so far. I'm just going to take Buck as the manager. Yeah. You end up on like weird spins where it's like you need a manager. You're just kind of looking for a guy and you just pull somebody. So I'm just going to take Buck there. Not a great spin here. I think I'm going to use my division spin here. This is great because then I could get on Juan Soto. That rocks. Detroit 2000s, Miggy. Okay, yo, this team has to win a ring. If this team doesn't win a ring, this is ridiculous. If this team does not win a ring, this is ridiculous. We get Joe Mauer. This is my last spin. I'm going to burn my second base spin. I know Brandon Phillips was like an 80. It might be stupid. That might be stupid. Okay, so all right. This game is unbelievably hard, guys. It's ridiculous. You only won 99 games. Last thing, the one thing I did not talk about first time is the spider chart. So the spider chart, everybody has specific ratings in here as far as what they bring to the table, what they're pitching, hit tool, power, base run, defense, and star power. Okay, this is where you win. You want this thing to be as full as possible, and if it's not, you won't be good. So Evan Longoria is an 80 in the 2000s, not great. Ricky Weeks is only 17. I probably should have taken Brandon Phillips, but like We got a 90, 92, 92, 92, 87, 99, 88, 92. And we still only win 99 games and get eliminated in the wild card series. This is ridiculous. We're going to do one more. I just want to show this thing off to you guys. And then I'll show you guys the friends feed and see how that thing works. Atlanta 2000s. I think the play here is... Okay. So, Atlanta 2000s. John Smoltz was an elite reliever for 1 year with the Braves. Chris told me about this, so I'm going to roll with this. I'm going to roll the dice on that one. We're going to take him as a reliever, which is really cool. I think I'm going to roll with Freddie here. That's probably fine. This Ray spin always messes me up. I'm just going to go cash. I think he's the only one that's like really good. I think Camaro's like an 84 in this game, which isn't awful. There are key positions that you want to lock down. Second base, catcher, are super valuable because I feel like in this game, it just like over the course of time, I feel like you can always find outfielders, right? But I think catcher and second base is like the two key positions that you kind of have to lock in on. You get Pittsburgh in the 90s, I'm going to take Barry Bonds 10 times out of 10. Pudge. Oh, see, this is where you get messed up. So I already took my catcher, right? I guess I'm taking Miggy. We're in round 7, and I haven't used any of my respins. But I already took reliever. I could have taken Mason Miller here. I'm going to use my respin here for the Athletics. So we just had the spin last time. I know he's an 80. He's an 80 because that's usually like my go-to when I randomly land on the spin, but I'm going to spin again on this one. Back-to-back, just bad respins. Bad respins. I'm going to take Jason Bay. This team kind of sucks, I'm going to be honest. Like I'll say, how does an 84, I think. I still need a shortstop. I'm actually going to use my error spin here and see if I get, okay, perfect error spin. I'm going to take Ricky. Ricky's the one for sure. Could take McGuire there, but I'm going to land on Ricky. I'm fine with that. This one is fun. I wonder what PCA is here. I think he's like an 83. Interesting spin. I actually think I'm going to respin this. I think we're going to risk it and respin this. Horrible respin. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Not a horrible respin because I still need my starting pitcher. We're going to take Ball Skeens. I think he's like a 92. And then we'll go Kirby. I think. Maybe take Kirby. DH. Probably makes sense. For Cal, I guess, dude. And then Angels 90s. I guess, bro. Okay, so this team was terrible, right? So, like, I told you guys that in the middle of this game, too. And it's what makes it unbelievably frustrating is I feel like I land on these teams that are horrible all of the time, right? And they, like, it is very hard because you have to balance out your respins as far as knowing what ratings the players are. And if you just, like, if you burn your respins far too early by, like, round 9 or, like, even round 8, you end up with, like, your last 3 or 4 rounds just being complete duds, and it's not a lot of fun. So that's kind of what we landed on here. I think that we were fine up until this point, but taking for Cal and Kennedy just kind of screwed us. Apparently, I could have taken a better pick here with Bobby Grich. So just bad runs, honestly. I haven't won a ring in a very long time. This thing is unbelievably difficult. So there is a career tab, so it kind of shows you how many things that you played. I've played 57 seasons. This is under my account, so you can log in with this account on your PC. You can log in with it on your phone, wherever you want to play this game at. It's a lot of fun. So this kind of shows you lifetime how many games you have won. I've only gotten 110 wins one time, and that's my one that's on the leaderboard. 100 wins I hit pretty consistently, and then you end up with achievements every single time. So they are super unique. It all depends on, you know, these kind of milestones that you hit as you're playing these games, but there's a million mysteries that you can kind of go through. This is father and son, so this is the Griffeys, Guerreros, Bichettes, or Bonds. I think I landed on both the Guerreros. I don't think I've ever drafted Dante Bichette. And then roster with Ken Griffey Jr. and a second 95 plus outfielder, that's Splash Brothers. And then rotation route, roster A, starting pitcher, relief pitcher, and DH all rated 90 plus. So you can run through this achievements list. I know that there's got to be somebody on this game at this point in time that's probably ran through it and completed all of them. But I just want to take a quick look at the leaderboard one more time. As you can see, this thing is just filled with people. Shout out to Ryan. He's all the way down here at 116. I'm at 18 at 113. I think it just shows the top 25 as far as people that are on here. But Chris, again, 123 and 39 with an 89 overall team. And listen, like I told you guys before with the spider chart thing, you land on these teams where, so Tyler here has a 92 overall team, but he only won 120 games, right? Chris's team was an 89 overall, won 123 games. This team right here, 85 overall, 119 games. Like it is super dependent on filling up the spider chart, making them like a super well-balanced team. And it's a lot of fun, guys. It is unbelievably addicting. So Tyler up here, 35 achievements, unbelievable. I'm on this leaderboard, but I don't know how because I feel like these are ridiculous. Most titles, of course, Ben's up here, ridiculous. And then top rated is just the top rated teams that you have drafted. I'm actually surprised I'm not on this list because I guess the highest team I rated was, so this team that I drafted was 90 overall and only won 101 games. So it's just ridiculously difficult. So if you guys want to check this game out, I will drop it in the description down below, and we want to have you guys out and play with us because this thing is just an absolute blast, guys. It is unbelievably fun. I've had so much fun over the last 2 weeks kind of going through it. We're going to work through it. I think Chris is working on a head-to-head mode, which I'm really excited about. So that's kind of all I have for you guys, man. I just wanted to show you guys this 162-0 game that Chris has been working on. And obviously, we've been working on the ratings as far as if I see something that I don't like, I will text Chris immediately and just kind of figure out what the situation is. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys want to play this game, it'll be in the description down below. We will catch you. Today is Tuesday. We will catch you Thursday for the next edition of Fireside Baseball. And if you guys want to see more content like this where I'm running through this game, please let me know in the comment section down below. We will see you next time. Peace.